So Sara Inés Hernandez is Italian-Mexican, and she graduated from the University of Portland with a bachelor's degree in mathematics. She then attended Scuola Holden in Turin, where she explored lots of narrative pathways and forms of writing, with a focus on screenwriting and film production. She worked as assistant producer for Redivi's film in Turin from 2018 until 2020. In January 2020, she joined the EUFCN staff as communication and social media manager to promote and support the work of more than 90 European Film Commission members. She manages the EUFCN Location Award, the annual prize for Best European Film Location. So Sara will be talking to all of us about promotional strategies and how to promote your region, and she has a lot of important things to say. Thank you. Here.
And thanks for inviting me here. This is my first time in Greece. So I'm very close to Greece, but it's the first time I came here.
There you go.
And this picture is my first Greek sunset in Thessaloniki.
There you go.
Thank you. So yeah, we have discussed all the first steps of establishing a film commission, and as Carlotta and all of you already said, promotion is a key element for a film commission or a film office. So today I'll mainly talk about digital promotion and communication, which is my main focus at the EUFCN, and I will give you tips and advice based on what other film commissions in our network are doing. And that's what I actually prepared for this presentation. I went over all the 90 websites, some of the social media pages of our film commissions, and I found, let's say the best practices, the things I like the most, and things that I think can inspire your work and your promotion activity too. So first of all, boring stuff. I mean, I'm sure you already know about all this, but it's really important to define what's your purpose, what's the purpose of your association, to whom you want to communicate. So what's your audience, the target, which for you is mainly national, international producers, international location scouts. What's your message? What's the content you want to pass to your audience, and how you want to do it? So what social media channels, what channels in general are you using to accomplish your goal and purpose? So first of all, I think that's for film commissions, the most important channels is the website. It's the window of your business, and so keep it fresh, keep it updated. Here I have, I'll show you a good example later. So about website, as I told you, I checked many websites of film commissions because I'm not a film commissioner, so I also don't know what has to be on a website. So I looked at many film commission websites, and I found that this should be these are the rules for a good website. Mm-hmm. So make sure everything is spelled correctly, and especially that you need to have an English version of your website, because many film offices, especially of small regions, don't have it, and how can you attract productions if you don't have an English version? So make sure you have an English version, and make sure that everything is spelled correctly. Yes?
And maybe even in Spanish.
Well, but English has to be there. If you can have more translation, the better. Yeah, you're right.
Well,
do you have
the target group? I won't interrupt your
no.
presentation, but it's kind of reading the target group. Where is your target group? Which countries?
Mm-hmm. True.
Mm-hmm. Like in France, for example, some film commissions have also Chinese on their website. Mm-hmm. Film France, yes. Because they attract a lot of Chinese production.
True. Thank you. No. What languages do you have on your website?
Only English.
Only,
There you go.
only Hollywood.
Yeah, I'm
No.
going to do the next one.
Only,
They're contemplating.
only Tom for Norway.
Okay. So yeah, and make sure all the content is updated, because when you see like a website with a news, with the latest news that it's from, I don't know, 6 months ago, you may wonder, does this even exist? Like, does it still exist? Then it should be easy to navigate. That's maybe one of the most important things. So the navigation should be logical, and also use consistent layouts for functionality, but also for like visually pleasing websites. It must be professional, so every page should be fast, functional, because that's the first impression that's how you present yourself. I know first impression is not always important for us, but for websites, it is. Like for your company, it is. And if you don't make a good first impression, they just leave it. And then it has to be responsive, of course, especially because half of the people browse from their phone, and so it must be working. Everything should work on smartphones or mobile devices. And especially because, I mean, our attention span is getting low and low with the years, so you need to catch the attention. Everything should work. If not, you lose your target.
Especially with busy producers who don't have the time, and sometimes they will spend even seconds on a website or on a location database, and you have to catch them. You have to engage them very quickly.
Yeah, we are always in a hurry, so give them a reason to stay and to follow you. Here's a great example.
Wow.
I'm not involved.
No.
She did it, right? I promise.
Let's see it.
No.
Because I have to say, the first time I saw your old website.
Yeah, because that was, this is our renewed website, and it was launched like 3-4 weeks ago. And you had seen the previous one.
I had seen the previous one, and for example, like the latest news was very old, and I was like, how can the Hellenic Film Commission is so important? And I'm wondering why, and then you came with this, and then I was so excited. I think it's a great example.
And
really.
if I may say something, we did exist because you said you couldn't have a news feed in the old one. The reason why there was no news feed, because we had such structural problems with the databases. So make sure when you make your websites, the development team, the IT people are people who understand the mentality of the content, because you will be alone after a point feeding your website with news, and this is important. So it has to be easy, straightforward, so that it will be easier for you to keep up to date.
And also, even I mean, you may say like, oh, but we don't have a big budget for this because it costs a lot. But sometimes what you need is just the tools and the mentality to keep things simple, functional, aesthetically pleasing, and you can do it even with a small budget or like let's say shorter stuff, because that's one of the problems, right, with the film commission.
But it's something that is worth investing, and it's not that expensive, but it's definitely investing. It's worth it because it's, as everybody says, it's how you are selling your services on a 24/7 basis. So it's forever.
So I think it's this new website is great. It has all the categories you need to have that I'll explain later. And well, here are the news. And I also love this industry directory, where you just type a keyword and you can navigate easily on the 3 directories you have on here.
Take your time in viewing and researching on the websites of European Film Commissions. We took our time and we picked ideas for many Film Commission websites because each country has something valuable to offer. So we had used a lot of countries as good examples, and we try to apply them for our needs in Greece.
And so also, I mean, having, of course, the COVID guidelines is one of the things producers are looking for immediately on the website. And maybe this one, the location scouting program, is something that differentiates, like makes you stand out compared
If
to
a
maybe...
film commission offers a location
Yeah.
scouting program, it's something that should be known.
Yeah.
One of the first things that people should know. That
And I haven't seen this on other film commissions, so it's good to like sell your strong points. And as Adrian said before, it's a competition, but it's also we need to support each other, and we do this by learning from what other people do. So it's like on a team, like everyone wants more minutes, wants to play the most, wants to catch the attention of the coach, but then everyone plays for the same goal, which is winning. And our goal is like the promotion of the European filming industry and the creation of inspiring stories. So, but of course, it has to be a healthy competition.
Yeah.
So, good job on the new website.
Thank you.
So these are the 5 sections a website should have, a film commission website, film office website. The filming in section includes guidelines, permits, online application forms, also region facts, so the climate, language, anything you should know before the producers or international people should know before visiting the country. Then a location guide. I'll talk more specifically about this later, but it's important to use categories and tags to facilitate the search. And it's also good to create a profile for each location with a short text and contact and address, of course. The more specific you are in this, the better for the people who are interested in the location. Then there should be a page with incentive and funding. The information should be clear. There's many ways to make it clear. You can use numbers, pie charts, or just, provide downloadable forms, of course, because these are usually big, like large documents, right? A production guide is similar to location guide with all the services, studios, professionals, and more that operate in your region. They should be able also to, they should be easy to find in your website, in your catalog. And then it's good to have an about section to put a face behind the work of a film commissioner, to know the history, the passion behind the work you do. So here's a focus on location. This is the Hellenic Film Commission.
There are more.
Yeah, there are more. Yeah, let's see.
Sorry.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Don't worry. And for example, I really like what Carlota's. That was a good one, the Catalonia Film Commission catalog. And I also like this one, Film in Serbia. So, for example, this cultural station. There's the local name, of course, the location, all the tags. So by typing all these names, you can find this, cultural station, ballroom. It's a bit of everything. And then the direction. Some people have a map, like a pinpointed with all the, so you can add a map if you can do it. And then company phone. Here's a short description. Because we all love, like in our industry, we all love to know more about the story of a particular place. And then what I like about the Serbia Film Commission website is that they have a lot of, like a big photo library of the location. So for example, if at first you're looking at a ballroom, but then you see the location from all angles and you discover that they also have, these halls that can work for another part of your production, or even facilities for production where people can work while the filming is going on. Or see here, I think there's even a basketball court. So you discover many things about the location, and you also get inspired. The more pictures you have, the more yeah, you can inspire the international location scouts or producers. Let's close there.
And before you leave Serbia, because I didn't know about your presentation and what you would be talking, but Milica Bozanic, who would be with us today, unfortunately she got ill, she is the Field Commissioner of Serbia, and she has also collaborated with many regions in Serbia. So, because I'm only saying that because it's really scary to see such a detailed locations database. It's a lot of work that needs to be done. And Milica was working with regions, so she has a lot of feedback from the regions. That's helpful. So for regional film offices, it's even easier. You have more access to the information.
Mm-hmm. Then here's examples for incentives. As Athens Film Office is using. Good job. And then here's an example of from the Western Norway Film Commission. Let's open it really quick. So I think it's pretty well organized, this page. Yeah. There's an overview, how to qualify, apply, well, everything you want to know, but it's written in like a pretty simple and understandable. It's not scary, you know. Sometimes like I open pages, it's like, okay, so many words, and I don't even want to read them. I don't know about producers. Yeah. I mean, that's my impression.
Especially with the information about the incentives and the cash rebate, all film offices and film commissions are, have the ability to communicate this information, but because it is so crucial, it has to be very accurate. Mm-hmm. So you have to go to the main source, you have to go to ECOME in the case of Greece, or to the Hellenic Film Commission, because we always exchange information, and make sure, because we've seen sometimes, sometimes it can be easy to make a mistake, and for producers, they have to know what is accurate for the incentives.
The legislation and everything. And staying on this website, I also, another tip you can have, it's the frequently asked questions. So the more you can have on your website, of course, well organized and not just like randomly thrown on your website, the better. So you don't have to go through long conversations with people asking things that that they could just find online. So there's like all questions about getting started, cruise, production, do you issue, and then here everything, it says everything.
That's very good.
And I think some parts have links and they link you to other parts. So yeah, it's all about good planning and understanding how to create a good user experience. Here's some extra. You can, so many film commission have a sort of 10 reasons to film there, or like other facts that can help attracting production. For example, the Finnish Lapland Film Commission has 5 common misconceptions about filming in Lapland.
Oh, that's great.
It says like it's always winter here or something. Well, yeah, let's open it really quick.
They're very good in Lapland Film Commission.
Yeah, and it's also like when you see it visually, like use a lot of pictures. That's images. Yeah, they have a section for like lakes, and it's just like all storytelling. The more you are engaged, the more you get interested in discovering more about the place. And here, it's always winter here.
Misconception.
What else? Yeah. Shoreline on there.
And the more effort and detail and accuracy is put on our websites, the less amount of emails that have to be answered. Because if people can find answers easily on a website, this saves us time of dozens and hundreds of emails. So that's something to remember.
Yeah, and the more accurate your information is displayed, the more you build confidence and trust. They know you are a professional. Polar bears, yeah.
Everywhere.
No.
They
No,
have
it's
a
not.
very good website, I think, Lapland. Yeah.
Yeah, this is a good
very
one.
nice.
Yeah. So, well, everyone has a filmography made in section, and I think I click on it. Well, I like to the ones that display posters, and even there, like if you know the information, why not to add all the information you know about the production. And this is also interesting for film tourism fans, for example, that want to visit the places where for example, this production was filmed. So here are the locations, and then of course about the production. Some film commissions even write down all the crew, so all the professionals that work on a production, which is also, I think, they deserve to be there. Testimonials increases credibility, reliability, and conveys just enthusiasm and trust. Yeah, Christopher Nolan again.
And the Ionian Islands. That's great.
Yeah, I found that on your website.
I will have a very good one from
You have a page with this.
the producer of the Darrells.
Of the Darrells, yeah.
Oh yeah.
This, hero, beautiful words.
Yeah, and when you feature them in your website, then they like it and they may come back to you. It's a reciprocal thing. Then showreels. Alexandra already showed us their marketing video. It's not a showreel, but it's important to have marketing videos if you can have them. There's also, again, the Athens. I watched it and it's really cool because it makes you feel that like Athens may be a difficult city, like chaotic, but then you can have a horse. Was it a horse, like a real horse? A real horse, yeah. Then.
And it was the shooting of a commercial directed by a very important commercial, very expensive in Athens, very demanding.
Yeah, so showreels make you feel that anything can be, can happen. It's possible. Yeah. And about the importance of storytelling in promoting your locations, I found this interesting section in the Ticino Film Commission page. Oh no, wait. So they basically do articles with a particular theme, for example, metaphysical places. Places that, yeah, Allah. So they involve filmmakers and professionals in creating articles where they just talk about locations and their regions through locations. And this one, for example, let's open it. The theme was metaphysical places, and in one article they collect their best film locations that may inspire future, who knows, sci-fi projects, or just another way of telling people about your region and the importance of.
And also, when we're collecting locations as film commissioners and not as tourism boards, we have to keep in mind that even ugly locations can be useful, because especially ugly locations, industrial locations. I mean, so you have to think of genres and types of audiovisual work that can be.
Look at this. This
Abandoned
one.
places, exactly.
Abandoned, yeah, very popular.
Exactly.
And then I realized that some film commission have taglines, which is usually a brand thing, like, Nike, just do it. And this is interesting. I realized it while doing research. So if you come up with a good idea with a catchy phrase, why not to include it under your name? And these are good examples. Yes.
And the Netherlands have Take the Netherlands.
Yes, all the Netherlands Film Commission have take the Netherlands, take Zealand.
The national one has Take the Netherlands. Limburg is the region in motion, but
Oh, yeah.
different.
So,
We speak filmmaking in Czech. That's also very.
I like
catchy
the
one.
Montenegro. It's always more to uncover, and then they have sometimes they put the what's the name? The phrase behind the mountains. So always more to uncover. It's behind this. Just use your creativity. Also about social media. Social media, let's say it's a cheap way of promoting your activity. So use it. Use again your creativity, or just here are the rules. The content should be relevant to your audience. Use compelling headlines, descriptions that grab the attention, and of course, in our industry, like always add visuals. I mean, I feel like everyone adds visuals, even like people on Facebook now. You don't just write the post, but make sure that your voice and tone are consistent, and that your tone supports your content. With film commissions, it varies. There's some film commissions are very formal on their social media. Others use a lot of emojis, and some of them too many emojis. But just be consistent. Then, of course, high quality content is more valuable to reader, and it's more likely to be shared or linked. So don't just post too many things like randomly, but like plan your content carefully. And then this is what we talk about. So research what other people are doing. There's this principle, I'm sure you know it, like the steal, don't copy. Do you know it? The steal, it's about art or like writing. So don't copy, don't imitate, but steal. You can steal, you can get inspired by what other people do. And
but
maybe
not copy paste.
No, not copy paste. But the inspiration you get from others could be a start of something new. You can transform it, and that's not imitation. So look at what other people are doing. That's the easiest way. You don't need to study a manual of social media or whatever, communication manuals. And this is examples of what film commissions do. Some people post, festival photos, and here you can see the different kind of tone and language they use. Some are more formal. Make sure you add tags. For example, here, they tag the European Film Commission Network, the Thessaloniki Film Festival, some green initiatives, which we talk about the importance of green filming right now. Some location spotlight. This is one of the main things film commissions do. They promote their locations through social media. And again, make sure you add the location. These are small tips, but make sure there's always the location on the Instagram post. Because I was talking to Markus Bench, the location manager from Germany, and he said he does a lot of location scouting on Instagram. He finds places on Instagram, and now Instagram has a map, and there's a way of finding in the map all the spots. So I think Instagram is becoming the number one social media channel for promoting your locations. And these are some of the things we do at EUFCN. We did the spotlight on, which is a short presentation of our film commissions and film offices, presenting the opportunities, the location, their activities. So it's always good to know what other people are doing, and if you are a national film commission, it's something you can do. You can present your film offices. And we also did a filming. We will start this again after our location award. I'll talk about this later. But locations based on a theme. So in November, abandoned places. October, what else we see? Filming the future, so places that inspire sci-fi films or future. Newsletter. So here are some points. So collect your data, so your contacts smartly. You can do sign-up forms, on your website, social media, or landing pages to collect contacts, or you can do it directly during conferences and meeting trainings. Call to actions and hyperlinks are really important because they make the reader engage with your content and prefer images over words, especially in newsletter. Big chunks of text, no one is gonna read them. And this is something I'm also learning right now, like, really. And then be flexible. There's no right time to post your newsletter, to send it out. Try different times, see if they work, check the open rates. This is something you can do on many platforms. MailChimp, there's many platforms. So I don't have examples on this because I'm not on, I didn't subscribe to all newsletters, but it's something I'm planning to do just to see what they're doing and to analyze that too. Yeah, I'll do it for 1 month.
Sure, my
Well, let's see. And we talk about film tourism, how some marketing initiatives are joined with the film tourism offices or are just something that encourage film tourism. And here's an example of the Andalusia Film Commission, a project. They have this website where you can find routes based on on films and series shot there. For example, The Crown. I really like the website, and you can even see clips. You can understand what scene was filmed where, and then you can just plan your trip and go see. I'll do it one day. And this is another one just came out of my brilliant friend from the. It's an initiative of the region, Campania region, the Naples region. In collaboration with the Regione Campania Film Commission. And it's actually an interactive experience, so you can do with how do you say, the virtual reality, the VR. Yes. And you can go around and see the locations of my brilliant friend, and then you can open up clips. It's great, and I think they launched in October, so it's something new, which of course encourages film tourism, and it's good for the promotion of the Regione Campania Film Commission. And well, speaking of,
That's the big moment.
speaking of film tourism, here's our EUFCN Location Award, which is the award for best filming location in Europe. I don't know if you know about it. Do you know? Yeah.
Maybe you should say a little bit
Yes.
for people who might know.
So it's an award that we launch every year. We ask our film commissions to submit their best location of locations that had production filmed in that year. For example, this year, the requirements were that production must have premiered between September 21st, 2020 and September 11, 2021. So they can submit their locations with a short description, photos, and the description must say why the location was relevant to the production, and yes, it must describe the importance of the location for the production. And then, so we started the award in 2017. This is going to be our 5th edition, coming up soon. And this is the second year we have 5 locations in the shortlist. Before we had 10, I think in the first edition it was even more.
And we didn't have juries before. It's
Yes.
the second year.
Now in the second year we have a jury selecting the shortlist. Right now the jurors are selecting the 5 finalists for this year.
How many sent application
Well,
candidates? How
this
many
year
members?
it was a low number, but because of COVID,
COVID,
of
yeah.
course. So we had 16 this year, but last year we had almost 30. So we're sure next year it's gonna.
And after the
Real.
short list of the 5 is ready, then the competition begins.
Yes. Well, I'll show
sorry.
first.
Yeah.
No. This is the Hall of Fame. So the first edition was location of the decade, filming location of the decade. the city of Görlitz in Saxony, Germany won for the Grand Budapest Hotel. Then Corfu won the 2018 edition for the Durrells. And then we had El Hierro, which is the smallest of the Canary Islands. And they actually told us that not after our award, but after the production of Hierro, which is a TV series, a Spanish TV series in the island, they established the film office there, the film commission. So it was a great production for them. And they were also rewarded with our award. And last year, the Pažaislis monastery in Kaunas, Lithuania, won the award. So here's a quote by Aurelius Silkins. So after the winning of the award, they put plates, and it was a big deal for them. And I think there's a lot of people coming to visit the Pažaislis monastery after the location award. And we think this is something that, of course, stresses out the importance of film commissions in facilitating the processes of finding locations. It also stresses the importance of the relationship between film commissions and location scouts. And even we want to encourage, for example, with the win of the Pažaislis Monastery, which is an heritage place, we want to encourage other heritage places to open their gates to film production.
Exactly.
Because it's something that really they can benefit from, and they can see by seeing other examples that, for example, nothing was destroyed, during the production of Catherine the Great. Everything was carried out with delicacy and care for the sacred place. So, November 22nd, that's when we launch this year's award. You'll get to know the 5 finalists, and you can vote on our website for the first time. We used to do it in collaboration with Cine Europa. This year we do it on our website. And, well, the good thing is that among the voters, we pick a lucky one, and they get to visit the winning location. So vote, and tell your friends to vote, and your family, because you can win a holiday to the winning location. Just good.
And keep an eye for the shortlist, because if we make it this year, the Hellenic Film Commission sent a candidate as a location in Epirus. So if we are in the shortlist, the Epirus Film Office should help the campaign.
So this was the video of the...
I had never seen that.
Yeah, and so the church is a Catholic church, and it became an Orthodox church for the production. So that's also an interesting fact. And I think that was, that's it. That was it. I can't stop.
Is there any question for Sara? After a long day, maybe you have some questions, maybe you can have some questions outside, but if there's nobody that wants to ask something, thank you all for being here. Thank you, EUFCN board members. This has been an amazing opportunity for us to have you here. Thank you for investing your time. knowing how busy schedule you have. Most of you took 2 flights to come here. Thank you so, so much for being here. And I also wanted to say that this could not have happened without Stavroula Geronimaki and Vangelis Pidiakis, my 2 colleagues at the Hellenic Commission. So, thank you all. A huge thank you, and of course, to Athens Film Office for the support. Always useful and great partner of ours. And hopefully by next year, more of you will be EUFCN members, and you have the chance to get to know other members and see how valuable they are. Thank you all. Thank you very much.
Thank you.